That's Ontario Police flying over the apartment. I just documented the 2 license plates. Prison. All right, the Ontario Police Department engages in the pattern of gang stalking and threatening and harassing by flying over the apartment. This is where the fake sun was remaining all day long over this very apartment building, as I captured this morning at 8:56 in the morning, and as you saw at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's over the same apartment building where the gang stalkers are monitoring under the fake sunset. They're stalking in the path with the police. This is the entity that's doing so as you document them, and this is in violation of the Violence Against Women Act, okay? Doing so with the entity that is also monitoring evidence. The 2 license plates, again, that I just documented stalking with that very police department. Those 2 license plates, 8GBB 673, I believe. I will add that to the podcast again because they're going to federal prison. Driving the bug and driving these 2 vehicles, they were gang stalking with the police. The police gang stalking with the people of the state equals federal prison. They are gang stalking if they're going to prison, regardless of whether they live in units 33 through 64. Like, they're going to prison, gang stalking with children, gang stalking with impunity, gang stalking with the police, stalking in the path on an ongoing basis, living under the apartment where the fake sun remains for 10 hours all day. They're going to prison. They're gang stalking with the entity that acts with the third parties with the license plates, and moments later, just like at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm documenting screenshots of the demon in Unit 55 gang stalking. Moments later, the helicopter activity, that's the entity that is acting in furtherance of murder as well. And they do so as a way of life, gang stalking with children. Unit 41, those are the ones that are going to be separated from their minor children, engage in a sex offense and domestic terrorism. All right, this is directly linked to the 2 license plates that were gang stalking with the state of California, and they're gang stalking by residents, and they're doing so with the government that also engages in that pattern of conduct with the intent to psychologically torture, threaten, intimidate, and harass while they are being prosecuted and documented for that. And this is why the Ontario Police, that demon that's flying in the helicopter, they're going to prison as well. But those 2 demons, those license plates, they're going to prison. So I'm going to specifically reference those license plates again. That's a heavy-set Latino male driving the license plate that begins with 8GBB, and the other, it's a dark colored bug vehicle. I've documented the license plate before. Those 2 third parties are going to prison, federal prison, for gang stalking and threatening my life and safety, and interfering, acting with the intent to obstruct justice while I document them, and the government threats my life while they're gang stalking on behalf of that state. They're all gang stalking with Tracy Banks in furtherance of what is murder, by the way. All right, and engaging in a pattern of obstruction of justice. It's 5:53 p.m. when you're seeing the pattern. The entity gang stalking by helicopter with regard to the pattern of conduct. That's what the entity was doing at 11:40 in the morning, as I documented the demon in unit number 42. As I document her, and the fake sun advances over this building to remain over me as I walk into the parking lot, just like you saw earlier this morning at 9 o'clock. It's still at the same venue, just like you saw after 3 o'clock, after, like I show you every day. And the Ontario Police Department fly over my head as well while I'm documenting the people of the state. While I reference the entity that's going to federal prison, I've captured this pattern of conduct by the Ontario Police, who are very highly predictable with their stalking patterns. And these are sex offenders and predators that have long been overdue for removal from law enforcement. These are sex offenders, and these are murderers, and the Ontario Police Department is filthy. The federal government investigate them. They're filthy. I already have more than one occasion of them kidnapping while they've been stalking. But this is, again, these are the demon possessed. And as I'm reporting them, as I'm prosecuting them, I guarantee you investigate them. They're a filthy department. They're entirely corrupt. And Paul Leon is being removed from office for the criminal and domestic terrorism that is underway on his watch, which he is engaging in. He is also responsible for, not merely derelict, but he is a gang stalking mayor. That's an oxymoron. All right. That ongoing criminal act threatening my life and safety is in violation of the Violence Against Women Act. And the demons that are all losing their federal housing, they're all losing their housing benefits for gang stalking with the police, threatening a woman, threatening her life, and intimidating her while she reports that they're all stalking and that they're all sex offenders, monitoring in a private space in an apartment together, and engaging in that pattern of threatening with the police whom they're stalking her with. It's currently 5:54 p.m. where you saw the demons of Unit 41. That was a malicious act of retaliation. All right. They're not engaging in what is just strolling coincidentally in the path with the police. They know exactly that I documented all those demons pacing under the fake sun this morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they are gang stalking with the police in anticipation that's going to be documented, stalking in the path and doing so. And I'm also going to let you know that the delusional psychopaths and violent sex offenders are going to be removed from their children on video gang stalking with the police. They're going to prison. But I just want to speak to that ongoing agenda to engage in retaliation. You're speaking to not getting out of prison. All right. It's 5:55 p.m. The Ontario Police gang stalking on a 24-hour basis, and that's the disbanding of that terrorist organization. This is P.O.C.